Hello friends, welcome to the next lesson of English. In this lesson we are discussing about a play. It's a very old play written in 1856 between 1895 because George Bernard Shaw, the writer, was born in 1856 and lived during that era. He was an Irish playwright and a critic. He wrote more than 60 plays during his lifetime, including major works such as Man and Superman, Pygmalion, and St. John, etc. He was the leading dramatist of his time. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1925. It's an old drama, not in the contemporary situation. Just imagine during that region when the king and kingship era. And this, before we are entering to the drama, we are discussing the scene and sequence of that drama. The war fought between England and France from 1337 to 1453 has come to be known as 100 Years of War. So the story is talking about the 100 Years of War, and it was between England and France in the year between 1337 to 1453. So that's why I told you this drama in that context, 1337 to 1453. Joan was a peasant girl. Here peasant means a farmer. She was a farmer girl born in eastern France, in the province of France, who led the French army to several the victories during this war, and she was serving in the French army. The play begins at that time when all of northern France and some parts of southwest were under the foreign control, which means in the control of English. During that time, majority parts of the France were under the control of British. The English controlled some parts and the Burgundians controlled the others. Some parts are controlled by the English and others were controlled by the Burgundians. The city of New Orleans, one of the remaining French cities, was held by the English. The year is 1429, and the abstract year is mentioning here in the year of 1429. And the main city of France, Orleans, is also in the hands of a British. The Captain Robert de Baudricourt, a military officer, is seated at the table and his steward stand facing him. Steward means yes, his yes, a soldier and an officer behind him. And this scene is starting from there. And the discussion is actually about the peasant girl who John. Robert, I told you to throw the girl out. You have 50 armed soldiers and a dozen of strong servants to carry out my orders. Are they afraid of her? The story is beginning from there, and Robert, the officer, the captain, he's asking to his steward that all are maybe afraid of John. Why you people are very afraid of that girl? Is she is really dangerous? Steward, no sir, we are afraid of you, but she puts courage in us. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. Perhaps you could frighten her, sir. And he says that she will never afraid of anything, but you are frightening her. Otherwise, she is not told, yeah, worried at anything. Robert Gurmley, perhaps, where is she now? Down the courtyard, sir. Courtyard means courtyard means the place down the court. Robert goes to the window and asks the soldiers to send the girl up. The girl enters. She's a well built, strong country girl, 17 to 18 years. The squire's glare neither frightens her nor stops her. She speaks confidently. The picture of that John, the young girl John, she's almost nearly 17 to 18 years old and well built, strong country girl. She speaks very confidently. Good morning, Captain. Squire, you are to give me a horse and an armor and some soldiers and send me to the Dauphin. Dauphin is a place of France, and here she says that she need what some armors. Armors means protecting cloth and metals, artilleries, battle of the soldiers, and during that time. And squire means a person of high rank, a soldier who is very high in rank. Robert, this girl is mad. Why didn't tell you me to show you? Blockhead. Blockhead means stupid. Why you are asking such kind of things? You are really mad. Steward, sir, do not anger her. Give her what she wants. And Steward is also supporting John. Robert, I shall send you back to your father with orders to put you under the lock and key. And the Robert says that you are really mad. The girl is really mad, and she should go back to his home. John, you think you will square, but it won't happen that way. You said you would not see me, but here I am. Yes, John says that again to Robert, that once he said that he don't want to see John, but even she is standing in front of that officer, because she was such a, yeah, person who is very strong and very confident. So you assuming that I will give you what you want, John? Yes, square. Continued busily. A horse will cost 16 francs. Francs means the money of France. It is a big amount of money, but I can save it in the armor. I don't need a beautiful armor made to my measure. I can find a soldier's armor that will fit me well enough. I shall not want to many soldiers. That often will give me all I need of free Orleans. Yes, she's ready to go, and she need some money and armors and a military officer. The rest of the things that we can take a tomorrow's class.